Hello guys, welcome to this channel. For this part of the video, we are going to be continuing from our previous series, which, by the way, if you haven't seen, is an absolute must before you continue on here. Last time we were talking about how to find a school, how to search for a school in Canada, and we unraveled a platform that we could use for just that. So right now, we're going to be shifting gears and talking about exactly how you can verify a school. Now, how do you know that a school is legit? How do you know that a school is even going to be eligible for a postgraduate work permit? How do you verify that you're not getting scammed, right? So these are things that would help you, so you can actually you have the confidence to do this without an agent. And even if you're working with an agent or know someone that's working with an agent, you don't end up getting bamboozled at the end of the day. So so hold your gears, hold your horses, and enjoy the ride. So that being said, I am not a licensed immigration agent, therefore everything I'm going to tell you is from my personal experiences, things I've tried, experiences of doing it by myself and helping other people out, just friends and family. So if you're still here, awesome, let's go into it. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out this channel and also helps people who might need information like this to get a seat. So awesome, thank you, bye bye, see you in the video. So when you go to school in Canada, in order for you to improve your chances for immigration, or rather in order for you to lead to that path, the school has to allow you to gain a postgraduate work experience, right? So if that happens, you're going to gain some experience working in Canada, and this will further make you eligible for the government express entry programs, at least more programs than you're currently are eligible for. So let's say you watched my previous video where I talked about the different options, the 3 different options, and you tried the third one. But then upon computing it, you noticed that you didn't have enough points in your CRS score. That's the CRS calculator score. And you decided that, okay, going through the student path might be a way. You're absolutely right. Now, you need to ensure that the student path actually is a way by making sure or seeing to it that the school is eligible for a postgraduate work permit. So as you can see on this website, it says, work in Canada after you graduate, who can apply? Right? And then if we open, there are 2 different criteria. So I'll just open the one that says inside Canada graduate. And if you read, it says that you can apply for a postgraduate work permit, that's PGWP, from inside Canada, as long as you're eligible and you have up to 180 days after you graduate. About this link, I'm going to post it down in the description. You could also Google it. Just Google who can apply for postgraduate work permits. You see a result from the Government of Canada's website pop up on Google. So now, what does it say? It says that first and foremost, you must have completed your program. Secondly, it talks about these are the things you have to confirm, right? The fact that you've completed your program, 2, the name of your program, and 3, the length of your program, right? And then it also says, it talks about how you confirm that. And then it says something here. You can apply for a postgraduate work permit if 1, your study permit has been valid within the last 180 days. 2, you have a valid visitor record, which you would have. 3, you submitted an application to extend your study permit before it expired. And then 4, you have an application to change your status. So these are still just requirements that have to do with your status. Typically, once you are a student, they would give you a study permit, and that's the moment you land in Canada, you're going to get a study permit. You would have gotten your visitor's visa, which is what would allow you land in Canada in the first place. Let's say you're in Canada and your visitor's visa expire, you're going to get something called a visitor record. So that's what that second point is talking about. If you follow the regular process, you're probably not going to need any of that. So, but then let's skim down to the important part here. Let's not drift. So we have this line that says some things about you being eligible, and so if you look at the first one, it says you must have completed the program. And the most important part here, it says at a designated learning institution. It means that it is possible for you to complete a program in Canada and not be eligible for a postgraduate work permit, which is going to be like a bad investment if you ask me. So we don't want that to happen to you. Definitely not. So we are going to actually take a look at this and see what we can do differently to make sure that this is not our case, right? So it says, number one, it must be a designated learning institution. 2, your program must be for at least 8 months long. It means even a 1-year program, you're eligible for a postgraduate work permit. And then number 3, it must have led to a degree, diploma, or certificate. Remember where I mentioned to you guys that at the beginning of the video where I said it doesn't matter whether you study the master's program, an advanced diploma, a regular diploma, as far as your program leads to some kind of certificate, diploma, or degree, you are good. So it doesn't have to be a master's degree, as depending on where you're coming from. You understand what I mean? All right. So now they mentioned something about you maintaining full-time status in Canada in each semester of your study. It means you must have been full-time, right? And then it also talks about here, you must have graduated from one of the following. It's just talking about you graduating from, although this has a lot to do with Quebec stuff, so we're just gonna skip this. If you really meet this first one and the second one, the third one, more than likely you would have met the third one, basically. So right now, this is why you want to put yourself in a position not to be in any trouble. And that is number 1, finding a school that is a designated learning institute. And 2, the school, of course, should be for at least 1 year. Now, we're going to go to this DLI list and find out designated learning institutes list. So this is a list. This is another link, by the way. I'll be sharing this link on the tab down. This link basically tells us what a designated learning institution, what they are, right? So the government of Canada maintains a list for designated learning institutions. Now we will be finding out exactly what this list looks like, right? So how do we find out if the school that we found, so for example, we found this program, right? And this is a program here in Canada, and it's coming from the school, Sentinel College, and this school happens to be in Ontario, right? So how do we find out if the school is in that DLI list that I talked about? So on this page, if you scroll down to the bottom, it says something. It says the very first step to find out if your school is on the list is you need to choose the province or territory where the school is. So we're going to do just that. The school is in Ontario. And then next thing, we're going to just filter the name. So the name of the school in this query is Sentinel College. So I'm going to type Sentinel College. I think, so I'm going to type Sentinel College. So as you can see, we have Sentinel College right here. So you can see the college here clearly, Sentinel College. And if you notice, we see the DLI number of the school. We see that it's in Toronto, and we can see the campuses that the school has. And you notice here, this is the most important part of this. It offers PGWP eligible programs. This means it's eligible for postgraduate work permit. So this is actually what we're looking for. So this checks point number 1. It has to be eligible to give postgraduate work permits. So remember the steps. You find the school, order number 1, using a platform like the one I mentioned. You find the school. Number 2, you want to find out if that school is on the DLI list, right? If that school is a designated learning institute. Now, do not be scammed. Make sure you do the search yourself, right? So once you've ensured that the school is in the DLI list, then you have confidence. You can actually now go back to the school's website and let's find out about this school. Let's find out more. Let's even look at what their price is, how much it costs to study this program, right? What's the tuition and fees? Okay, it's going to cost $18,000. Wow, interesting. Okay, if maybe this is too expensive for you, then you can actually go back and check other schools, right? So I'm sure there are other schools that offer the same program. So we can check the website of this school. So just to reiterate the steps, we see a school here called Mohawk. The name looks funny. Let's find out if the school is scam or not. So we'll come to this DLI list and we're going to type Mohawk, Mohaw. Okay, just by typing here, we see Mohawk College. And the school is that they have a campus at Brantford. They have another campus at Stony Creek, and they have one at Hamilton. So you can see they actually have PGWP programs, meaning they have postgraduate work permits. That's fantastic news, right? So we can come back to the school here and check their tuition fees. Wow, okay, this looks interesting. I'm seeing some fees here. How much do they charge for international students? Let's scroll down. Okay, this is more expensive than Sentinel for 1 year. Okay, so I think you're just gonna go about your search like that, and you're gonna eventually find a school that works best for you. Let's just do a third run so we can run through that process really quickly, and you remember and see exactly what it is like. So you come here, you can scroll down, you can click this drop down here to see more details about the program. You see it's a 1 year. Oh, this program is for 8 months. Wow, it's just at the nick, right? And basically, what are you studying? It even has a co-op program. This is fantastic, right? That means there's an option for co-op. That means co-op is just like IT. It's just like internship. So while still being a student, you get an opportunity to really just study, to work and gain work experience while you're studying. So it's actually a good one. It's nothing too crazy. It's a good opportunity if you get it. So let's find out how much they charge. So if I click go to website, remember I'm not clicking apply, I'm clicking go to the website. So I go to the school's website, I see details about the program. It's a 1 year program, it's in Ottawa, and what we're interested in now is the tuition. So how much does it cost? Oh, we see there's a fee estimator, right? So we can actually just select the fee estimator, find out how much it's going to cost us to study in this school. So this is the Ottawa campus, and let's say we are looking for 2023 winter. No, 2023 fall. Oh no, 2023 fall. Yep. And then your residency, you're an international student, right? And what's the program? The program is, I think it was energy management. Yeah, energy management, co-op and non-co-op. So I just come over here and select energy management. So that's going to be an E. Energy management. Awesome. You see the way it just lined up pretty nicely. So I click this, submit. Yeah, it brings up a calculation. So you see we have 16,600. Okay, cool. This looks like is actually within the range of what we had from Sentinel College, which is pretty fantastic, right? And I'm pretty sure if you search around this and check out different campuses and colleges, you eventually find something. And this is not just about engineering. It could be any course. It could be law. It could be nursing. It could be medicine. And any program. Just think about a program that benefits you and do the search. So this basically is going to be your first step. And remember what I said. The reason for finding the school on that platform that I showed you is just so it makes your search easier. And then after you find the school on the platform, you want to click the link to go onto the university's website to see more details about the school. Then you want to go to the DLI list and find out if that school is on the DLI list, so you just don't get scammed. So that's like something that I want you to put in your mind, make a muscle memory, so that once you're doing this, you just find the school, you go to the DLI list and check out the school. That's it. 2-step process, but sound and solid advice. All right, now that is step number 1, or rather that is like the first way I showed you, and that only included people who were looking for school and they had decided that they wanted to study in Ontario. Let's say peradventure you do not want to study in Ontario, you want to study in some other province, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, it could be anywhere, Newfoundland and Labrador, Nunavut, wherever. Prince Edward Island, PI, wherever you want to study, I have another platform for you. Hey guys, so we just verified, we just found out how to find the school and verify if the school is legit first and foremost, and we also saw how to ensure that the school is in the DLI list. We've learned about what the DLI list is, and yeah, I think you're set to go to find your school in this quest to pursuing your permanent residency as a student. So right now I had to cut this video short simply because it was getting a bit too long, and yeah, so for the next part of this video we're going to be talking about let's say you want to find a school, but it's not a college. You want to study in a university, you want to study in a different province than Ontario. You have your eyes set on different provinces, or even a different school or a different type of program. How do you go about searching? The first tool I showed you was kind of limited to just Ontario. So in this video, we're going to be unraveling what it's going to look like for you to find a school in other provinces and even find a different type of program. So stay tuned for that. You see the link right here or here. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. So if you enjoyed this video, do please drop a like and subscribe if you like to see more content like this. If it helped you out in any way, it really does help my channel grow, and I want to see this channel grow. All right, so take care, bye bye, see you next time.